On Wednesday of November 17, 1971, the Coptic Orthodox Church gained a leader, a father, and a teacher. Pope Shenouda III impacted the Coptic Church in ways that would enable his legend to remain alive even after his departure from earth. Born as Nazir Gayed Rufail on August 3, 1923, in the city of Asyut, he was the youngest of 8 children and lost his mother shortly right after his birth. However, this did not lack his love in his heart. On the contrary, during his papacy, Pope Shenouda was known for his love for children and warm, comforting smile. At the age of 20, Nazir enrolled in the Coptic Theological Seminary as the youngest student under the leadership of Habib Girgis, the father of Sunday school. His love for poetry, English, and church history enabled him to grow as a teacher in the seminary and establish a strong Sunday school system in his community. On July 18, 1954, Nazir became a monk under the name of Father Antonios Il-Syriani at the Syrian Monastery of the Virgin Mary in Egypt and dedicated his life to contemplation and prayer in the desert. Even after many years away from the eyes of the world, he still grew and nourished intellectually and spiritually. A life away from the world would not stop him from growing, and that is why in 1962, Pope Kyrillos VI ordained him as bishop, Bishop Shenouda, the Bishop of Education. Under Bishop Shenouda's leadership, the seminary grew and people thrived for more education, for more lessons. Bishop Shenouda's weekly lecture became so popular, more of something the people of Cairo looked forward to. It wasn't a class one would attend just because they had to. This was an experience people wanted to willingly participate in. They wanted to learn from a man who would captivate a whole room and enable a personal connection with each person in the room. On November 14, 1971, Bishop Shenouda was enthroned as Pope Shenouda III, the 117th Pope of Alexandria and Patriarch of the St. Mark. Under his papacy, the church grew and nourished. Through the grace of God, Pope Shenouda took many steps towards Christian unity. Pope Shenouda was the first pope of the Coptic Church to visit America. 41 years as a leader did something. It turned our pope into our father, or as many of us like to say, our Giddo. Pope Shenouda's annual visit to the States caused a sense of excitement in all of us. From all over the States, people would travel to New Jersey to simply get a glimpse of his smile and hear his light-hearted jokes. Your 80s are a time of relaxation for most of us, or it should be. But Pope Shenouda didn't see it that way. He always felt like he had something to do. Even up to his last days, he felt the need and want to help and nourish his flock. His weekly famous Wednesday meeting in Cairo created a packed cathedral with eager ears waiting to learn something new, or all the way in the States, eager eyes watching Arepi TV. He would give to the needy without hesitation. When the meeting was over, that didn't mean he was finished with his service for the night. He wanted to give more. He would wrap his arms around his children and offered an endless sense of fatherhood. During his last days, we would hear him constantly say, "I am not with you now, but you are always in my heart." His endless compassion and love caused us to become so attached to where the thought of him on earth was such a foolish idea. March 17, 2012 was a day many of us remember vividly. Everyone in the room remembers where they were at the thought of the news of his death. News of his death spread like wildfire. Many people around the world ached at the thought of losing a father and a leader. In Egypt, Sheikh Ahmed al-Tayyib, the Grand Imam of Al-Azhar University, said that Egypt has lost one of its rare men at a sensitive moment when it most needed the wisest of its wise. Today we are here to remember one of the wisest of the wise, because even though it has been 7 years, his legend lives on and will continue to live on for many years.